We'll just do whatever.
Hello, everybody. We're fine. We're all fine. Everything's
That's
fine. We're great. And now my eyes started twitching. Okay. Uh, that's how our world is going. We're excited. It's great. It's great. How's everybody else doing? How's everybody's world going? How is life treating you? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for finding us, since apparently I have stuff everywhere because StreamYard told. I promise y'all, I knew I set this up. I promise you I did. I went into StreamYard. I could not find it. I went over to YouTube. I did not see it in my YouTube studio. I created a whole new one. And then JC gets backstage. She's like, you know, you have two, right? And I'm like, no.
why I was so confused when you sent the email and said I couldn't find it. I'm like, but I had the notification bell on. What do you mean you couldn't find it? It was there.
And watch, like, I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go back, right? And of course, like, once the stream ends, it goes back to like your main page, and it's probably gonna show up there now, because that's how the world works, guys. When you're
It's YouTube
having
life.
some issues. So,
It's
yay.
been a week. It's been a week.
Yay. Okay. And fun fact, the longer you stretch your arms towards the camera, the longer they look. Just FYI. So you know how people do like the thing with the selfie and it looks like they're like ridiculously long? That's why. Just photographer tip. Okay. So therefore, maybe relax your elbow so your arm doesn't get in, and then you can do the selfie and you won't get the weird, strange arms. Just a little quirk of mine. Okay, we're good.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm just here. Morgan's here. Hello, Morgan. And JC said hello to Morgan. Miss Ocampo is here. Hello. Some more hellos. Yes, it has certainly been a week. It's been a crazy week. It's a little wild.
It's been a weird week.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I believe in this stuff, but is Mercury in retrograde or something? Like,
Ooh. I'm not working on a short story. I'm working on a new whip, gender flipped version of Pride and Prejudice with Filipino characters, majority speaking. I like this. I
interesting.
like this. I like this a lot.
Very interesting.
Very, very cool.
Huh.
I just got, so fun thing. Normally my Alexa, I don't want her to speak. She did it anyway.
She heard your whisper.
Okay, well, she normally comes up. Lately, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden lately, she comes up and she always is telling me like notifications, and it's never notifications like sometimes it's like something I ordered got delivered, or like my self-care tip for the day, stuff like that I have it programmed for. No, recently it's always been like something it's trying to sell me, which I feel like it's doing on purpose because it knows that I was doing a no buy month. So it's like every time it pops up with a notification, one new notification, something on your Amazon wish list is on sale right now. Would you like to hear more? And I'm like, please stop telling me things are on sale. I'm not supposed to be buying anything. So the other day it came up with this thing. Apparently, I don't know if this is just like a new Amazon thing or if this is just because I have Prime, but it said that you could get a new book once a month with their Amazon First Reads. It's an ebook, but you can, and so I went in and I was looking. So one of the stories that I'm working on has someone of Indian descent and then someone of Middle Eastern descent. Why was one of the books, the contemporary romance, two people who were traveling through India, both of Indian descent? I was like, get out of my world.
Is my child doing okay? Anyway, wow. She said,
So I downloaded it. I haven't started reading it yet, but I'm very, very interested.
nice.
Because I was like,
Alexa not to
cool.
be
My
all
story
English.
isn't set in India. This is set in India, but I'm interested in the culture that they add into it to
Yeah,
see how that matches with what it is that I'm doing.
right. To make sure
Granted,
you
mine are also supernatural, and so therefore it's been like hundreds of years before they lived in India, or since they lived in India or the Middle East. So they've kind of adapted into all types of cultures. So mine might be a
right.
little bit different, but we'll see. Uh, Mia, hello. Alrighty. So for those who have not joined us for Saturday Shorts, the way it normally works is that I come up with a prompt for the week, and I have one today. I'm still doing kind of, I'm trying my best not to make them Valentine-y. Because I understand everybody doesn't write romance, but I am trying to make them where if you wanted to lean towards romance, you're good. So the prompt for today is write about two solo travelers who keep bumping into each other in the most unexpected of places. So we have a prompt. We also come up with a world building. So I came up with City Art Museum. Should you decide to do the prompt and want to include the world building, because that seemed like a weird place that two travelers would bump into each other. Because airport just seemed too easy, and Starbucks just seemed like normal. So, so I
Very
went with
normal.
City Art Museum. Or any museum.
Nice.
Pick a museum. Maybe the city has no museum. Maybe it has a zoo. They pick me up at the zoo. Uh, and then, oh, well, this wasn't supposed to do that. It was supposed to do, hold on. It was supposed to stop it again. Just here. Just here. If you wanted to use, I also come up with characters for you, business person and an athlete, because they seem like two people who would travel and not necessarily be in the same circles. And then the theme would be freedom because we're traveling. So
Traveling
obviously you would want
sales
freedom.
freedom.
I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. I've got nothing for why this keeps happening. Got nothing. Honestly, guys. I'm just having some problems. Just let me be. Uh, so the idea is that you, and these are in the boxy box downstairs. Lord help mercy. Below.
It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine.
They're in the boxy box below. In case you wanted to still see them again. And then if
Ooh, that
you
does
can use
count.
one of them, you can use two, you can use three, you can use all four, or you can work on your own work as well and just sprint with us and hang out. Well, in my PMP, Darcy and Ben actually go out on a date at the Met Museum in New York. Ha ha! See, museums.
Right?
I felt as though my hands should do it. And Darcy is the CEO of a bookstore chain, while Ben runs as a
Hobby. Hobby.
Okay, does that count? Sure, I like it. Go for
Athlete
it.
and a business person. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
It's like you knew what the prompt was already. Mm.
It's like the prompt was inside your story all along. I don't know what's happening with me and hands today. I'm maybe I need to sit on them. I don't know, guys. It's just y'all, it's a Saturday. It's a weird day. I don't know. Ooh,
Ooh.
also, Ben is a sci-fi writer. I like it. Italians talk with their hands all the time. I can't prove that my family's Italian, but I'm convinced that we are. mostly just because of the pasta consumption. But that's not the point today. Uh, oh, Morgan, I've been so unmotivated this week, so we'll see if I get anything done. I understand. We have those weeks, honey. They just happen. They do.
Yeah.
I was motivated yesterday and wrote nothing.
That was me Thursday.
Yeah. I had this idea that I was gonna write, and then I had this idea I was gonna write, and then we had computer conversations that were weird.
Oh.
And then I was trying to get the next episode of Come Find Her loaded. And I got it on a Ko-fi, and it was supposed to be scheduled for tomorrow on Vela. But apparently, when you go to upload it on Friday to schedule it on Sunday, it won't let you schedule it until Wednesday.
Oh. Wow.
So I went through all of the whole thing. And then I had to go back in and realize that I just have to save it and go in tomorrow.
Oh, no, Morgan.
Oh, what happened?
I'm sorry.
I slipped on ice on Thursday, so my body has been sore since then. So that hasn't helped. Oh, no. Wait a minute. You guys have ice? We haven't had ice in a while.
That's my next question. I was like, wait, what's it doing out there weather-wise?
Oh, or did we go ice skating?
Sorry,
you could have gone ice skating. That would have brought ice.
Yeah.
And I agree. Ouch. Well, rest, lay down, take whatever medication you need to take, or ice.
Don't do anything.
Maybe heat.
Watch an enormous, unhealthy amount of TV.
You could do that.
Or read.
I do. My friend just yelled at me yesterday because she said I need to watch Love Actually. And I was like, I don't think I'm really going to find time for that because she said I need to watch it for the next time we talk. No, I've never seen Love Actually. And I've never seen Love Actually. Or actually, I've never seen Love Actually. How do you want to put it? So, yeah.
Oh, Morgan.
Oh, everything was icy on Thursday morning. I slipped when I was taking my trip. Oh, Morgan. Yeah.
Next time, make the hubby do that. I'm just,
Yeah, I don't know. It's been pretty nice out the last few days. I don't remember I think I remember Thursday was a little gloomy. So maybe it was a little icy here. I didn't go out. But now you're making me glad I did. Because we did have a bunch of rain. Now that you say it.
Oh, and if it was really cold, it would have frozen.
There was a lot of rain like Tuesday and Wednesday. So yeah, it could have been ice. Oh, Morgan. I'm sorry, honey. Okay, well, relax. Kick your feet up. And, you can always type like that. Sometimes I type, I can't show you right now, but sometimes I do type and like I have my legs up and I have my keyboard. Okay. I was like, I don't have anything to lean back on really to kind of show you how to put my feet up in there. But yeah, okay. All right, so we're gonna do a timer.
Is it okay if I'm not actually going to work on this prompt? I'm going to try to rework the story I've been working on since we started this. I'm trying to incorporate
the one with the first prompt.
Yeah, I'm trying to incorporate the changes that you and Nia had suggested now because I haven't done that yet. So that's what I'm.
Yay! It's okay because you know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I am torn between working on my own prompt and working on my other short story that I'm working on.
The one from the first prompt?
No, I finished that one.
Okay, that was done.
This one is the one with the that ties into Come Find Her.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm very torn, guys. It's still a short. Well, at this point, it's not a short story. It was supposed to be a short story. Uh, in my head, it's still a short story. In word count, not so much. But I am considering doing that because in theory this is also supposed to be my weekend off. I've done a bang up job, note the sarcasm, of doing that. So I might take the rest of today off. And if I do that, then I do want to get a little bit of writing in. So it might make more sense to work on that today than necessarily my regular prompt. But I do want to work on this prompt. It sounds fun. So,
Yeah,
all
you
right,
should
guys.
do it
So
for fun and still take the weekend off. Technically, it'll still be taking the weekend off because this isn't like a designated project. It's just a fun thing.
yeah, but I kind of want to turn my computer off. I kind of want to turn my lights off. I kind of want to,
Just
to
turn the
be
world off.
honest,
Turn the world off for like a day or two.
or maybe a little bit of that, but more so, I'm like, okay, we're gonna get into TMI, but I kind of want to lay here under just a sheet with nothing else, just because it's a little warm in my house.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
what's the temperature now? What's he got it on?
Huh?
What's he got it on?
71.
That's lower than before, isn't it?
Well, before it was 72. So, a little bit.
We're coming down one by one, literally.
I almost yesterday I did spend some money and I almost bought a room thermometer uh, because I was like, I'm convinced it's warmer in my room than any place else in the whole house.
It could be. That's possible. There are
Except for the
some
bathroom.
rooms. There
The
are some rooms
bathroom
like
is
that.
insane. Which is fine because you're taking a shower. So, you
Yeah.
tend to like it warm, in there or whatever. But yeah, I'm convinced it's warmer in my room than any place else in the whole house. So yeah. I'm like, okay. So we shall see. I don't know what's going to happen, guys, except for the sprint once I make the
I was gonna say,
screen
did
share.
you pull the timer up? Is it
Yeah,
going to work? Well, is it
no,
going to work?
it's been sitting here.
Oh, okay. Oh, her new one. Yay. Hi.
I
Hi.
may only be here, but sometimes I'm only here, but I'm on my game.
You're right.
Weirdly on my game is what we are, is what we are. All right, guys. 30 minutes. And in 3, 2, oh,
Hmm?
can we play the ambient noise? Do we want the ambient noise? Will we get copywritten if we play the ambient noise?
Um,
I don't know. We'll go non-ambient now and we'll talk about it later. Okay. So in 3, 2, 1, do the dang thing. Contemplate. We're contemplating. Yeah, I got nothing.
But you contemplated the word contemplate.
Maybe I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I was going to look crazy coming back and then now being in a hoodie. But that is because I had to turn on the fan in my room. So it's blowing straight at me. So this is my world right now. That's all I got.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
All fine. All good. How did you do? I see you got your coffee.
I did. I needed that. I, I, I got like a paragraph or two, but I don't know if it's really working. But we'll see. There's some dialogue in here this time, so.
Why do you not think it might be worth it?
Working. I don't know if it's working. I don't know.
Oh, working. Oh, that makes more sense.
I have to get more into it to determine and read it back to myself. How did you do other than getting the fan and getting the hoodie?
Let's see. I got this, which now makes me feel like I
Like
look
you're
like
going.
the Scream dude.
Yeah, all you need is the all you need is the ghost face mask.
So yeah, that's what I got. And then I got pretty far in my scene. However, see, this is how this story is doing this. This is how it started off as a short story, and now it's not a short story, is because, okay, like I had this whole idea of how this was gonna play out and how everything was gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's not working that way.
Gwyn and Declan, man, their conversations, like first of all, I'm in love with them now in this story. Like I thought I loved them in Come Find Her. I absolutely adore them in this. Like I could see why they're friends. Like I mean, I knew that they were friends and I knew they had this certain banter and everything else, but now writing it, I'm like, I adore y'all, and I almost just want to do a buddy cop story of just the two of them.
I mean, it's your world. You invented it. You can do whatever you
Because
want.
they are just like they're great. Like, what's the part? Like, I was telling Des the other day. There's like a scene because if I don't know if anybody knows this, I it's not in Confined Her's backstory history, but it's a little bit more so in this one because this is more Quinn's story than necessarily Declan's. Quinn's backstory is that he was a servant for a man in India. And
Oh,
so, and he was like a servant because his father was a servant because his father was a servant because they were
right.
basically slaves. But he tends to say he was a servant. And the way he was changed is the rich man changed, like he was changed, and so his theory was Egyptians used to bury their slaves in order so that they would serve them in the next life. So he changed all of his household staff so that they can continue to serve him for eternity. And that's how Quinn became a vampire. There's a
Oh, wow.
where they are getting ready to go on the cruise, and Quinn gets really offended because Declan's just throwing his stuff in the bag, and he's like, "There's a right way to do things." And he starts folding all the clothes, and Declan's like, "We've
We don't have
talked
time for
about
this.
this."
We don't have time for fold clothes.
And so he's like, "We've talked about this," and Quinn's like, "It doesn't take that long. Hold on, see, look, it's done." And so they have a moment where after he gets done, Declan's like, "Can I close the lid myself, or will I crush the closed feelings along with yours?"
I
And
love that.
Quinn's like,
I love that line.
and Quinn goes, "No one likes a smartass." And Declan goes, "Then why are there so many of us?"
I love that. I love that. Like,
So
I love
I'm
the
just
neighbor, my middle
having
class and close.
so just so much fun writing their banter. It is
Oh,
absolutely just it's one of the best things ever.
I can see why.
And I think that's how this story has become more than it is because but then also at the same time they just had this really great scene where it was more in depth, you know, and even Quinn says something about like Declan's the thinker, whereas he's the one that kind of goes by the seat of his pants.
Right.
And so, like, you saw that in the scene. And so, like, just writing their banter and then adding Marisha into it, who is just like, are y'all always like this? Like Declan just cursed in front of her and then he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. That was rude. And Quinn's like, you can take the 1800s out of the, or you take the boy out of the 1800s, but you can't take the 1800s out of the boy. And Marilyn's like, oh, or, Marisha's like, oh, please. I said worse trying to figure out if I wanted to knock on his door.
Oh, I'm gonna love this.
So I'm just having so much fun with their just dynamic is so great. And I think that's how the story has continued because like I know the time frame, but getting them to the emotional point where they need to be is just like there's just like this back and forthness of it and it just keeps growing and I'm like I love y'all but you need to shut up so that I can get to
Or
the end before it's like a 90,000 page story.
Maybe they're trying to tell you, maybe they're trying to tell you they need a story of their own.
Well, this is their story. It's like their origin story,
No, but I mean, maybe they want you to branch out, give them more.
Well, maybe I don't know. I mean, I've always felt like this would be a longer series than just the 2 books. So, and now I'm like hugely excited because I can't wait to get back into or to get to the point where someone else comes into their banter. Because I know
Have we met someone else yet?
There's someone, well, not in this story, but in Come Find Her, someone else enters their banter. And so I can't wait for that dynamic. I think it's going to be awesome.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Okay, let's go through the chat. Des came in. Hi, friends. We all said hello to Des. Miss Ocampo, would a redheaded woman more likely have green eyes, gray eyes, or blue eyes? I don't want them to be brown or hazel. I said I think green or blue, leaning more so towards green, but I didn't Google.
Google is your friend.
Oh, did you freeze? Okay, it looked like you froze there for a second. Had some more hellos. Oh, Jennifer came in. Hey, Jennifer. Eva came in. Hey, happy Saturday, everyone. And Eva just finished the revisions of book 1.
Ooh, nice.
So up next is a read through while making little tweaks and marking papers so that a map maker knows where the things are located in relation to other things, which is fascinating to me because I thought your story was contemporary. So I'm like, are we mapping a city? Are we mapping a village? Are we what are we mapping? I want to know.
I think it's the middle grade series, though, isn't it?
Right. So that's why I thought that was middle grade contemporary. So I'm very curious at what we're mapping. Sounds exciting. Anyone here a fan of the Terminator franchise? It's currently a conversation between Ben and the female version of Wickham, which I'm assuming you mean Ben Pick. So I will have to go back and check that because I absolutely adore the Terminator series, which I put in there. A hint as to Lily's true nature. She says that her favorite James Cameron movie is True Lies. I can see that. I was trying to think, is that my favorite James Cameron movie? But I do love a good True Lies. So, Ben, being an unconventional man, admits that he likes Titanic. Ironically, I love Titanic as well. So, Titanic is one of my favorite movies to fall asleep on.
Never fall asleep on Titanic.
If it's the middle of the night and you need something to help, I have certain movies that it
I
seems
can't
like
fall asleep. Like I've never. It always keeps me up and interested.
really. Now I have certain movies like the first Harry Potter, the second Harry Potter, Titanic, Star Wars: Return of the Jedi,
I was just about to say the third Harry Potter, the fourth.
and what's the other one? There's another. I have like certain movies that I can easily fall asleep on. I don't know if it's the music. I don't know if it's because I watch them quite a bit or what, but it just kind of I don't know. Like if I can't sleep, those if I turn them down really low, work really well to help me sleep.
I don't ever put movies on to fall asleep.
Some
I
of
put
them don't make
shows.
sense. I agree, but they do. I'm letting lunch settle and then moving outside to start spring landscaping projects. Our poor house is the ugly one. What? Oh, Eva, I doubt that. But also very impressive with the spring landscaping projects. And that just reminded me, I probably need to, if I'm gonna do veggies and spices, like I said I was gonna do last year, I may need to start looking for them because I think I started too late last year because none of them worked really well. So you have given me insight there. 330 words so far, not bad, very nice. Des is laughing at me because, well, I do that. Popping in to say hi after my nap. Hello, Nick. Oh, I like the origin. It's dark and close to how I'd go in reality, I think. Oh, they always show how vamps keep the good parts of humanity, but for real, they keep some bad parts too. Yeah, absolutely. So, you know. I love it. I love seeing how into your story you are. Thank you. It's not always, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on the story. Sometimes I'm just writing it and I'm like, it's great, but but this is fun. So they want a series. I think they do. And I have other series that I'm supposed to be working on. I can't just do their series.
Well, they're
Not
trying to tell
well,
you they're going to be
I
squeezed
mean,
in.
they've already surpassed short story length. They're at least getting a novella, maybe a novelette. I don't know. Because originally I was supposed to tap out at like 10,000, and now we're like at 16. So I'm
Oh,
like, okay, it's gonna tap out at 30.
I think
And then I
right.
started counting the scenes that were left, and I was like, or maybe 35. Dang it. So yeah. Okay, Eva's book. It is a contemporary. I want to map the town. Every book takes place there. Okay. Book 1, a bus route. Book 2, a railway line. Book 3, a town festival map. I forgot the
Wow.
others since I'm not that far in drafting. Okay.
1930s though. Wow.
Read Ugly House. Don't doubt. Novelette range already then. Well, yeah. Novella potential very soon. Look, if we get to 50,000 words, I'm cutting like half of this, just so y'all know.
No, they do not want to be cut. They want their own
It was
novel.
not supposed to be 50,000 words. I would be very offended.
I mean, the story
Also,
took on a life of its
see,
own. It
this
happens.
is my world because now I'm hot.
It's because you're talking and moving around.
Okay. Uh, I think novella starts at 20K. Novel at 40. I just looked. Okay, hold on, because I just looked up because I bought a new short
That's for like
story
a
book,
middle
guys.
grade, right? Because not an adult novel is not 40K. That's
No,
adult
this is an
novel.
adult novel. Hers
No,
is middle grade.
no, I'm saying the 40K range is wouldn't that be more for a middle grade novel, not an adult novel? I don't know.
It might be.
I don't. I don't know.
Hold on. Because I just got this story that was saying something about story number ranges. You just want to disappear on me, don't you? Hold on. Hold up. Wait a
Hold up.
minute. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna go back to looking for what I was looking for. It happens. Just be aware, I generally always have some song or some part of song in my head at all times. They just decide to pop out whenever they feel the need. Because they're wild. Maybe I'm wild. Nope, don't see it. Oh, well, never mind. It's not there. Or at least it's not there where I can find it fast. And I don't want to like keep everybody just sitting here waiting for it. Of course, some genres don't welcome shorter novels. Yeah. Middle grade novels can be novellas. Yeah. Novellas aren't longer than 40K. It's not going to be longer than 40. If it's, we will fight. Me and all the characters. They'd be short novels, but they wouldn't be novellas. Yeah, no, we're not going to, I told you, we're not going over. I refuse. Look, we've gotten to the point.
Have other ideas.
We've gotten to the point where Quinn and Marisha are kind of together. So now I can start introducing the bad dude. And then beat up Declan. And then we can.
Why Declan got to get beat up though?
Is the whole thing. And then hopefully we can figure out what the plan is. Because I know that there's a fight. This is where I get caught up, guys. Is sometimes I don't know how to get to the fight. Or how to fight, for that matter. Other than, like that girl fight.
Google says a typical novel is 80,000 words. But can be anywhere from 60,000 to 100,000. Anything under 50,000 words is generally considered a novella.
Okay. Miss Ocampo, the paint on my nails is coming off and I feel bummed. I feel you. Like these two have already come off. The rest are kind of like coming up. I said I may take it off today. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I get you. It bums you out.
Google has sarcasm. It says anything under 50,000 words is generally considered a novella. Anything over 110,000 words is usually considered too long. That's literally what it says.
They just disregard epic fantasy. Okay.
Who got jokes?
How dare they?
Just too long. That's just all it says. It's too long.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a middle grade that's 100K. I knew the 20 to 50, but 100K?
Maybe a fantasy middle grade. Like an epic fantasy middle grade?
Even a fantasy one.
Oh. I don't know.
Well, screw you. I'll be back. I feel like Des took that a little personally.
Screw you, Google.
I mean, I know Des's story is a little long. I feel like she might have taken that like, how dare you talk about me?
Google, and calling me out.
Because see, now I'm cold. This is legitimately me. All night. Yep. Okay. We're just going to do that. We're not going to do the whole thing. Because it's really just my ears that are cold.
I needed that. Screw you, Google. Google, what do you know? You don't know about me.
Yeah.
She said, calling me
out like that. Glare. HP Harry Potter book 1 is 76K. Surely it's not the longest middle grade. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Wow, that's 73K?
Yeah, because if the first book is 76K, isn't the books after that longer than the first one?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think they don't get really long until you get to the fourth one, but I don't know if that one's considered middle grade.
But
because that's when it starts to
the
get
second
dark
one's
and
longer than
stuff
the
like
first
that.
one, or at least on my bookshelf, it looks bigger than the first one.
But no, I'm more like that 76K because I'm thinking about how thick it kind of is in that size, and I'm like, huh, interesting. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is called a short novel at novella length, 25K. I haven't read Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in like 1,001 years. Yeah, at some point it shifts to YA, and I'm not sure when. Yeah, because they start to get darker. So that's why I was
Well,
like,
probably as the characters age, they would shift to YA. I would imagine
yeah,
as they get older.
they each get longer than the last. I know. I
Yeah,
feel like she
Morgan
gets a
says book
bonus for every
five is
100 words.
wow. Book five is what?
What? No, it's not.
Morgan would know.
Well, I know, but still, I want to disagree because that's just insane.
Dang. Well, that's but book by book five, it's not a middle grade though, right?
No, it's
It's
got to be
young
YA
adult.
by book 5.
But still, that's long for a YA, isn't it? Isn't that long for a YA too?
That's crazy.
Wow, that's a lot.
I'm offended
Eva says so.
now that I
Spooky
read
Google is right.
it. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, it's the age of the characters. Okay, so it has to do with the age, not
Well,
necessarily the
to
darkness
be
of the plot.
fair to Google, Eva, I think it was
But
going by
Eva agrees.
industry
So screw
standards.
you, Google is right.
Yeah, he was just going by industry standards, I guess.
Over 100K is too long.
What do you know,
Not if the
Google?
reader wants it. But in all fair,
Exactly.
I think, like, truthfully, there's plenty of stories that if you cut them at 100K, it wouldn't be a
It wouldn't
good
tell the whole
story.
story. It wouldn't tell the
Yeah.
whole story.
So I agree. Like, that's kind of judgmental of Google to be like, if it's over 100K, it's too long. Not to mention, some people just really like long, epic stories. If they didn't, think about it. Like, okay, let's take Harry Potter. If book 5 is in fact 275 words, I don't know if that's the longest book in the series. I have a hard time believing it is. I think the last one is the longest book in the series. So you're looking at a whole series that's probably close to 1,000,000 words, and people gobbled it up. If 100K was too long for a story, there's no way people would keep going.
If book 5 is 257,000 words, oh, the whole series is more than 1,000,000 words.
Like, it's like, dude.
Morgan says book 5
Stop
is the
and think
longest
about
book.
that. That's a little You don't get to make those choices, Google. My book 3 is going to by order of the Phoenix size. Not really, but it'll
I
be
love
long.
how she says book 7 was only 198,000.
It depends how you
Oh,
publish. Short stories do well on KU. You know, I'm curious about that. So that's very interesting, from what I gather. So 10K, 20K, 200K, there are readers. It's all fine. Exactly. Book 5 is the longest book. Really? Not the last one. Interesting. Oh, book 7 is only 198K.
only. Only. Just
I
a
find that
smidge.
fascinating considering that, and again, it's not only by a lot, but if book 5 is the biggest book, that they didn't split that one, but they split the last one. Like, somehow they made a way to make book 5 work in one story. You get what I mean? Like in one movie.
Yeah.
But then book 7, they were like, no, let's stretch it out. And I don't disagree. I think book 7 needed to be stretched out. But I just find it very funny that that's the one that they decided. They
Maybe
were
they
like,
felt that they
let's
had,
give it a
well,
little extra.
I say this having not read the books. But so I don't know what they cut out for the movie, but maybe they felt there was more they were able to cut out for book 5's movie versus the last book, which kind of tied everything together.
I read it. I mean, in all fact, I don't
Mm.
think that any of the movies had stuff that I was just like, how dare you cut out? You know, like people were with Twilight. But I there was probably some stuff in book 5 that could have been put in. that I think would have maybe enhanced the story. I always feel like the ending of the movie of book 5, I'd way more. Wait a minute, I would have rather seen the book and the ending of the book. Than the way that they ended it in the movie. I would have rather the one in the book. But again, I feel the same way about the start of book 6. I would have rather have seen the start from the book than the one from the movie. And I would have rather seen part of Harry and Voldemort's fight in book 7, the book version versus the movie version. But those are me. I'm hoping to get my middle grade series to 35K plus per book, but this draft is currently at 30.7K. Like 0.7. That's awesome. Round up, Eva. We're going to round up. That's at 31. With just one more read through before it's the official second draft. There is such a thing as too long, though. JKR's latest stuff is too long, but the writing quality of the Robert Galbraith works is mid at best and problematic at worst. Interesting. JKR. Do I know this person? Because I feel like I do, but I don't know the initials.
J.K. Rowling.
Oh, I haven't read her newer stuff.
Yeah, the pen name is Robert Gal. I don't know how you say
it. Too long is why series started to become a thing at all. So, well, there we go. They only split the last one for money. I agree with that statement. And because I think
the fans weren't ready for it to be over. I think the fans wanted.
But I do think some of it had to do also with, if you think about like all the different teeny type movies at that time were splitting, like Harry Potter, Twilight, Hunger Games. They wanted to do the same thing with Divergent, and then that whole thing fell apart. So I think it was something like in the water at that point. They were like, ooh, let's split them all. 500K novel or 6-book series. We sat through 3 hours of Twilight. Through Titanic. Maybe we would have done a 500K novel. Esther! Late but sort of here. You are perfectly fine. The books were all fantastic and far superior to the movies. The movies were all fantastic and well worth the watch. I probably would agree with that. Hello, ladies. Miss Regina, one of our favorite Reginas, if not our favorite Regina. Dare we say. Nia's back. Hello. Is it bad that I didn't notice you were gone? I'm sorry. Welcome back. Again, guys. I'm just here. Just here. Everything's fine. It's all fine. I meant to be here at 10, but I was lost in a piano lesson. This almost threw me off until I remembered that Regina does not live where I live. Because I was like, we started at noon. Again, I'm just here, guys. Just here. We got some highs for Regina. I have to head off for the manual labor portion of my weekend. Happy wording all. Okay, have fun with that. Some more hellos. I'll take the series. That book would look odd on my bookshelf. It's true. I don't mean anything by it. I'm sorry. Also, people started to complain about movies getting too long, and I'm like, hold my drink while I watch the 4-hour Lord of the Rings third theatrical movie, not the extended edition. In all fairness, though, I feel like the Lord of the Rings movies were a little long, and by a little, I mean a lot. I know. Y'all can come at me. I get it. Because everybody
I
loves
was
the
not a
Lord of
Lord
the
of the
Rings
Rings
movies.
fan, so I may
Yeah,
really.
I'm just like, relax. Now, in all fairness, the last time I tried to watch all of the movies, I could have done it wrong because me and one of my friends decided we were going to watch all three in one night. And by the time we got to the third one, it was maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. So by the time it went off, I was so irritated. My head hurt. I was like tired. I was just like, I can't stand it. And so that could be why. Maybe I need to give them another go. But they're just so darn long. I can't make myself do it. Oh, Nevada. See, I feel like I knew that. I feel like I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Shannon, stopping by to say hi. Speaking at and attending the Neurodivergent Publishing Conference, made friends with like button. Thank you, Shannon. We were on that journey to Lord of the Rings. We really were. Then those are the same people who binge watch a 10 episode series. Make
That's
it.
different than watching a whole long, boring movie.
I'm having some. Just hold. I'm gonna hold my keyboard up because I'm having some Des moments with the Google feeling like they're judged because I am that person that watches the 10 episodes. Don't judge me.
I mean, I am that person.
I still have never seen Lord of the Rings though, except the third movie.
I
So
don't know if I've watched 10 episodes of anything in one night, but I've tried to. I just didn't succeed.
not in one night. I have in one day. But in all fairness, okay. In all fairness, I didn't know. I'm gonna come back to your comment, Esther. In all fairness, I did not know I was gonna watch 10 episodes. Have you ever? Okay.
Oh no, I watched Only Murders in the Building. I watched that entire first season in one day. So no, take that back. I did, and that was 10 episodes. So, but it was 30.
Like
It was
that's
a
my point.
30-minute
Like I did
show.
the same thing, but
It
a
was a
lot of times
30-minute
I
show.
start something. Like I'll start a show and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll watch this while I eat lunch, and then it's
Time
so
gets away from
good.
you. Time
And
gets away from
especially
you.
because the way streaming services, they just automatically go into the next episode, and the next episode. I did not set out to watch a 10 series or so 12 series season in
Right.
one go. It was more like I sat there, I was going to watch one episode. It was good. I went, okay, I'll watch the next one. By the time I was looking for my remote, the third one had started. And then by the third or fourth one, you're just involved.
Like, oh, well, I'm in it now. I might as well keep going.
And so, yeah, in all that, I did not set out to watch that many episodes in one day, but it just kind of happened. But I could say the same thing for there's been books that I was like, oh, I'll read this. I'll read like a chapter or two in the morning. And then I'll, like read it randomly during the day or whatever. And then you're just so involved. And then I've read a whole book in a day. So once more, I didn't set out to read it. It just happened.
Mia, I hate that Netflix does that whole "Are you still there?" Yes, it's on my channel. I'm still here. What do you mean? Am I still here? Is it not on? No, you haven't got to that comment yet.
That's insane for non-fans. Now, if you're like me, that's heaven. The spending your day all away watching the movies. There you go. 10 episodes is like 8 hours. So yeah, I don't mind long movies. Not comparing it with Lord of the Rings specifically, but like splitting movies because they are too long and then watch so many episodes in one go is ridiculous. And it could be. Oh, I have till like 6 a.m. in the morning. Yep, done that with both TV shows and books. So yeah. Netflix figures that wait, hold on. Oh, Netflix figured that out with the "Are you still there?"
Yeah, because Netflix will pop up like if you have it on for
I mean,
so
it
long.
does.
Are you still there? I'm like, yes, I'm still here.
That doesn't make me want to stop. That just ticks me off.
Yes, I'm just like, is it not on my channel? Then I'm still
because I have the same thing with our cable. Like if we're watching, like if I'm like, I can't tell you how many times during the holidays when I was binge watching Hallmark's like holiday movies or Lifetime's holiday movies, it would come up and be like, are you still watching? And now I gotta stop. I gotta find my remote. I gotta like make it move or something to sell it. Like, that's just too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Morgan Lee. I am a binger. I will binge an entire show in a day. So if I have to be careful with starting new shows, because I will not stop until I'm done. Yeah, it happens. My all or nothing trait kicks in and I'm determined to finish it. Exactly. I didn't set out to read it, but it still happens. That describes Darcy reading big sci-fi now. There you go. I just click yes and keep watching. Exactly.
But see, if the remote is not near you, but if the remote isn't near you, like say if you're watching something and the remote is like across the room and you're doing other things while you're watching something, then you have to go
You know
stop,
how
get
I
the
feel
remote,
Esther has
click
missed the
yes.
"Are you still here?" question? Is because Esther uses TV as like a reward for her writing. So she knows how many episodes she can watch. So I feel like because you've set this boundary of what you can watch, you may never make it to the "Are you still here?" question.
Right. Yeah, that's for those
For
who
the
have that
rest of
one
us who have no
continually all
self-control.
day.
It is a common occurrence. So yeah. All right, I've got one more comment. My mom runs Netflix like normal TV.
So your mom probably gets the "Are you still there?" question.
Yes. All right, guys. We are going to do one more sprint. Grab your things. Figure out what you're doing.
I'm gonna grab
Take
some
your
lunch.
time. Write. Watch an episode if you need to. Part of a movie. We're all good. She falls asleep entire season. I've seen her. And still we don't get the "Are you still here?"
Hold up.
We're on a roll today, guys. We're on a roll.
The TV ends up watching her, not her watching the TV.
You know what? Netflix might be like, that right there is where our watch hours is coming from.
Oh, that's just funny. Y'all are so funny.
Oh, okay. Another 30 on the clock. We are going to jump into it. We are going to have some fun. And in 3, 2, 1, do the dang thing. And we're contemplating.
I am contemplating.
Then it was exactly right. I am contemplating addition.
Adding to
It's
the
actually
story, are you?
more subtraction. Now that I think about it, it is more subtraction. Ooh, guys, that might have been one of my best sprints in like quite some time. I must have really been in a moment because y'all, I got 922 words.
Nice.
In 30
Very nice.
minutes. I was in a zone. I was in a zone.
You were.
Although
I
I
just,
also, yeah, I also just forgot what I said when I went to go write it down on my tracker sheet.
900 and, yeah, I don't remember. 70?
922. I went back. It was still on
Oh,
my calculator.
well, I was giving you more words. I said 970.
Yeah, I had to go back. But wow, way to
Right?
go. I think it was because this one was a little bit more
Exploratory?
exposition. I always want to say
Okay.
explanation. So I always have to stop myself. I'm like, that's not it.
That's not
Uh,
it.
yep, that one popped in my head too. That's all right there.
Happens to be too out of time.
Because we were getting kind of a glimpse. I had to we've jumped some days because I can't go every day. I mean, it's a 20-something day cruise. Like we'd be here for 1,000 years. So we
That would
jumped
make
some
a
days.
good full length novel, though. 20 something days, 20 something chapters, day a chapter. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're not doing that. And in all fair, okay, I get what you're saying, but in all fairness, in theory, I'm on chapter 8, and we've gone through a day and a half of showing what it is that they did. That's why we're jumping some days.
Ooh. I
Well,
was
there
just
was a
making.
lot of stuff. They had to get to the boat. They had to get on the boat. Ooh, speaking of y'all, I gotta hide me.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
Why do I have to go back and rewrite the beginning?
I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's good that you figured out
You want
now
to know
before
why
you
I have to
finish
go
the
back and
story.
rewrite the beginning?
Why? What'd you do?
I was watching a video the other day as a joke because it was like 10 things that don't still exist in hotel rooms. And I was like, what? And I was joking around watching it because I was making fun of the stuff that supposedly doesn't exist in hotel rooms anymore. And then they said something about hotel room keys because everything now is like
The card. The
the key
card.
card.
The card.
The story set in 1990. They didn't have key cards in 1990, nor did they do like this or they didn't do that or everything else.
Oh.
I've been looking at contemporary boats to figure out everything that's
No.
on the ship.
Nope. You got to go
They
back.
didn't have all that in the 1990s. So I had to go back and find videos of like sailing in the 80s and 90s.
Oh my goodness. It's
So
okay,
I don't have to
though.
rewrite everything. I just maybe
It's
have to
better that
rewrite
you
like
caught
the
it
description of the
now
ship,
than finishing the
how
whole
they got
story.
on the ship.
Right.
Some of the wording that I used, I think I have to change because it was different than what they were using in the videos. So
Well, you can always just Google, and Google will give you a whole list. They're like, here is what's on a.
yeah, I was like, that's great. I mean, you should have seen me. I was like half laying in my bed, and when they said the key cards, I like set up. It was like, what? Oh crap!
Oh, but
Like all I saw was the whole paragraph of him describing the boat and what they could do and like talking about the slide that came down and like the waterboard thing and like the this and the that. And I was like, that wouldn't have been there in the 80s. That wouldn't have been. Oh, snap.
And no key cards in the 80s and 90s. No key cards. It's so cool.
I thought about how they took their picture for the key cards and told them that anything that they charged during the trip could be added just by using the key card and swiping it.
Oh,
just like a credit card. I had a
they don't even
whole
take pictures
plan
the
out.
same way as they did in the 80s and 90s. Even if they don't even take pictures the same.
Wait a minute, I looked it up. They didn't have a key card. They had a paper card that you signed, and that was what you used in order to charge stuff to the room. I was like, well, flipple double.
Snapple apple.
That too. Or wait a minute, what was it when my cousin, their baby was little? We were trying to do stuff where you wouldn't say it, like where you would curse, you wouldn't curse, and so we'd be like, freaking apple toe, nose ankles.
Oh. Nose ankle. Really?
Okay. I don't know. That's just what popped into my head.
I just always say, oh, fudge. I just say, oh, fudge. Y'all know what I really
mean. We actually didn't use that. So I don't know why we didn't just use the fudge and the darn. The bullshit.
Esther.
I know. Okay, we go through. I got 1 hour and 30 minutes of work left, like people or like work for other people work. It's okay. We got you, Esther. You can make it. We could do it. I mean, we won't be here for another hour and a half, but think of us. We'll think of you. Joanne came in. Hello. Everybody said hello to Joanne. And as always, she asked, how are you guys doing? Regina's doing pretty well. Going to upload the new once in a day or two, just resting today, and new romance.
In a day or two, I think she means
very exciting. Glad you're taking some time to rest. Ooh, a new romance. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Sorry.
It popped in my head though, but
the title is The Wedding Favor, number 13 in the Colorado let me get that right. Colorado Billionaire Series. I love this. I had an idea that popped into my head the other day about a Colorado ski resort. That was kind of a series idea. Don't know where that's going, but I may need to pick your brain, Regina. Let's see. When it goes live, I will announce it. I just don't want to deal with Amazon, etc. today. And not etc. Today. Hearing you guys laughing is delightful in the mess of noise this place is. Well, we are glad to keep you laughing and excited. I can't hear what you're talking about.
That's what I was laughing at. Your laughs are cute.
Oh, Nia. Hi, Nia. That's not what I was saying her name over and over for. But that sounds amazing.
You're back.
And then, hello, what's up? And then this is what caused the Nia, because making homemade pizza. That was my goal today, and then I realized that my cheese was expired. And so that's why I was like, Nia, you were bringing it back.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah. It's like it's a sign. I'm with Joanne. I want pizza.
Yeah, me too.
Although, in all fairness, when I ordered my new fan yesterday so that my room can now be cool, and I don't have to go back and forth between the hoodie and the no, I did order the little 6-inch pizza pans because I do sometimes, because I make my own crust. So when I make my crust, it makes a lot. And I don't make like 7 pizzas, right, with the crust. But what I do sometimes is do frozen pizzas, but I normally just do them on parchment paper and stick them in a bag, and there you go. But now I'm thinking I can put them on the little pizza round and then cover them and then put them in the bag. And then it'll be really good. And then all I have to do is pull out the pan and stick it in the oven. So yeah. I posted a picture of the cake my mom and I made on Ko-fi. Ooh, have to go look. Pick my brain any old day, my favorite Tiffany. Yay! No, Tiffany, no pizza. I know.
Right?
Plays all by myself, raining Giffen for
all
by myself.
Don't want to be okay.
I know. I mean, I could order pizza, but it's just not the same. In all fairness, I could order cheese. But I'd have to order other stuff. But I need other stuff from the grocery store anyway. So technically, I could just get up and go to the grocery store. But it's a Saturday, and I try my best to avoid.
You don't want to leave your house.
You don't want to leave your house. No, I just try to avoid grocery stores on the weekend.
Understandable.
But I may have to do it because now Nia's making homemade pizza, and I can taste my crust. I can taste it on the tip of my tongue.
Joanne said grocery store is too far.
It's actually really not. The grocery store. This is how lazy I'm being, y'all. Here's my house. Here's a light. Here's the grocery store.
I mean, in fairness, it's Saturday, and grocery stores are not fun on a Saturday.
Oh no, they really aren't. But like I'm saying, like in all fairness, I mean, it doesn't even take me 10 minutes to get to the grocery store.
So then it's not about the distance. It's about the fact that they're just not fun on Saturdays. And you don't want to deal with that many people on a Saturday.
But see, if I do, ooh. But see, I'd have to get other, because I'd get the cheese, and then I'd get garlic, and then I would get like sausage, and then I would get chicken. Have you guys ever done?
Oh, see, Joanne, I'm the opposite. I don't like going outside. I feel like I'm starting to feel like my body is somehow allergic to the outdoors. Every time I go outside, it's like my body does not react well. Like
here's one of my new favorite pizzas, y'all. Go get sausage, fry it up and everything. Get chicken, cook it however you're gonna cook it, and then take olive oil with some garlic and some onion. Mix that up, spread it on the pizza crust, add your cheese, and then put the chicken and the sausage on there, and then cook it.
You lost me at chicken.
You don't like chicken?
I don't do chicken on pizza. I'm definitely a traditionalist as far as pizza. Pepperoni, maybe sausage. That's about it. I do not do chicken. Chicken does not belong on pizza, in my opinion.
Let me tell you. Love it. Love it. That's me when I know I need to go outside, but it's cold outside, but I need sunshine. Because I get cabin fever too easily. Exactly. Grocery stores are never fun, but in the afternoon on a Saturday, torture. Exactly. It's so hard. Not that groceries can be delivered out west, or now that groceries can be delivered out west, I alternate. If the weather is bad, definitely deliver. See, I could deliver, but I don't like them picking out my meat.
I don't like them picking out my anything.
Oh no, I don't mind it. All the other stuff.
No, because see,
I have a really hard time with them picking out my meat.
I would hate getting some kind of bruised fruit or bruised tomato, and I'd be like, oh no, we can't do this.
Actually, they've done really well when I've had them pick out
produce. When I go to the grocery store, I see the people that do the deliveries stuff. I see them when they pick out their stuff. They don't care. I've seen them just toss something and they don't even examine it. They don't care. So I'm like, no.
This is my favorite. Last time I got delivery, they gave me decaf coffee. So I'm done with them.
Yep. See?
I'm literally allergic to every tree on the planet.
I really am starting to feel like, Regina, like I could just go out and stand outside and not even like go up and down the steps. Well, I live on the second floor, so I have to go up and down some manner of steps. But And it's like suddenly my body just reacts in such a very visceral way that it does not like. And I'm just like, is it just the sun? Does my body just not like the sun anymore?
Wait a minute, why did you leave them? If you're white, the good place is good. But like a oops. I am very choosy about what I let them pick out today. Yeah, it's the meat, which is really funny because when I go to Colorado, and again, more so because I think my cousins go there and I kind of set a rapport or whatever. I'm not concerned about them picking out the meat. But for something, I don't know, for some reason when I'm home, it's a little like, I'm like, ugh. So yeah. I know the people who do mine, so we're good. And I get really good substitutions. See, that's probably part of it too, because my cousin used to do it. So I know how they work.
Forgot her
So,
cheese sauce. Morgan said they also forgot her cheese at 3:15.
Yeah, I saw them forgot the cheese sauce.
Cheese sauce.
But I do my own fruits. I do like to do my own fruits as well. I got tested for real, allergic to 8 different metals, so I can't wear jewelry, and allergic to both evergreen and
deciduous. Deciduous?
Oh
deciduous?
No! Oh
Tell
my
me
God.
if I'm saying that right. Deciduous?
My
deciduous. I don't. Is that a type of tree? Is it? I have no idea.
I don't think my aunt's allergic
very slow
to,
right now.
to metal, but she can't wear rings. Like she can wear earrings and she can wear necklaces and even bracelets. But for some unknown reason, if she puts metal on her fingers, like they swell up or they like break out or different things. So I don't know if that's just something in her hands or what, but she can't wear rings. Because it's hilarious. Because
wow,
and she gets really her and my husband, her and her husband, my uncle, have been married for almost 60 years. And so she always cracks up when people are like, how dare you not wear a wedding ring? Like, what about this? And what? She's like, dude, it's been 60 years. I've been with him for like 70. If he don't know I'm committed by now. So yeah. Oh, because my sister was helping my parents take photos. Oh, okay. I love a good photo taking. Let's see. I quit with the yard work after being stabbed by something. Uh-oh. I got some tree trimmed back though.
Are you okay?
It's not even hot out, but I'm hot right now. I understand.
Are you okay?
Oh, you'd hate my backyard, Regina.
Deciduous trees. They lose their leaves.
Okay. Deciduous are trees that lose their leaves. Oh, don't all trees lose their? No, I guess not every tree loses their leaves. A lot of trees lose it. Okay, yeah, wow. Deciduous trees are the trees that lose their leaves and fall. Exactly. Oh, okay, there we go. We have maple, oak, sycamore, birch, I think, walnut, dogwood, and pine. That's a lot, Eva.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a thorn or something. Oh, crabapple too. Wow, guys, that's insane. Alrighty, we are gonna head out because I'm hungry. Nia brought up the pizza, so I may have to go to the grocery store. Which sucks. I don't wanna. She also have to put on clothes. Y'all can't tell, but there might be pajamas going on. Regina, it is not safe here in NC for you.
Oh no.
Oh, so thanks for joining. Hope you guys got whatever it is you need to get done. We will be back. Oh, I will be back next Thursday for PJs and Scribbles. Come hang out. We'll have some fun there. JC will be back for Right to Be Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah. Come hang out. It'll be fun. She also has a new book out. Go check it out. Book poetry. Hey. And all of her great stuff that she has going on. I will have a new episode of Come Find Her out tomorrow. But if you're part of my book club,
you already seen it
because it's on there. It's on Ko-fi. So there you go. Big plug out. Let's see. Love you guys. Thanks for the stream. Nia, I hear you. Heart you both. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, everyone. Yay! So yes, I think I'm gonna. See, the problem is that I'm hungry now. So if I go to the grocery store now, it's not going to end well. It's just not.
Yeah, this is really not a good idea to go to the store hungry. You end up with a
No.
whole bunch of stuff you never went in there for.
Yeah. Okay. As Morgan says, bye, everyone. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your time. We will catch you when we catch you on the flip side of next week. Okay. Bye-bye.